Hello and welcome back to another merchandise review from White Album 2. Today we are looking at a little teeny figurine. So, today's figurine is Setsuna. So, this little figurine was actually a reservation bonus for the introductory chapter of the game itself. So, one of the older pieces of merch, and I wonder if you can tell because it looks a little low quality. But back when introductory chapter was still a new thing, of course, they had significantly less budget and they weren't quite sure the game was going to take off as well as it did. So the merchandise you could get back then was a little bit lower quality and caliber than later on. So here is Setsuna, and interestingly enough, Kazusa was not available as pre-order bonus as a pair. This was only Setsuna. So kind of an interesting choice that they made there. Now, the printing on this is okay. The eyes are kind of painted on, they are indented, and then it has a very basic smile and little blush. She doesn't have a nose, that's the other thing. Now, she can be moved a little bit. So her head can actually move up and down. That's very cute. Dun, 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 dun. She's got her little hair pom-poms here. And the front bangs of her, you can tell were just kind of clipped on. Her hair doesn't move despite being slightly separated. Her hair is just straight up attached to her face. Her arms here are really simple. It almost looks like she's wearing mittens here. But they can be moved. The inside of her arm, however, is flat, if you see that. So almost like a Lego style. So it's probably best to keep them down because it just looks a little weird, a little bit cheap. That's just my opinion, though. You can also tell her arm comes out very easily. I mean, I'm not saying that this is a terrible piece of merchandise, but it is cheaply made. And then her other arm, same thing. It can come up, it can go down, it can pop out. Now, she does have the little necklace that she wore from the introductory chapter, but it does not have the little snowflake on it. It's not quite detailed enough to have that level of intricacy. And of course, as you can tell, the outfit itself is very much simplified. Yes, simplified. The boots as well are very simple, her shoes. And then on the bottom, it actually tells you what foot is left and what foot is right. Now, interestingly, left foot is actually here, but I suppose Setsuna's left. If we're looking from her perspective, yes, left and then right. Interesting that they labeled it that way in Japanese as well, though. So this is the base, which actually came with her. It comes with two different pegs. One is bigger and one is smaller. And then if we look down here, it's very tiny font. But this is copyright 2009 to Leaf and Aquafloss. So let's see if we can't get her to stand here. L is the bigger side, so it should be here. Okay, and it doesn't go in. Oh, actually, it went in pretty okay. She's a little bit top heavy, if you couldn't have guessed that already. The stand is very thin and very light. Of course, her bottom half is also very light. Her head is the heaviest part of her, but she does stand up okay. Now, when she is standing, she's almost looking down. Like, it almost looks like she's doing that famous lean, the Michael Jackson lean. You can see that. So if I weren't holding onto the base very strongly, she immediately falls forward. That's kind of how frontward heavy she is. So that's a little bit of a complaint here. It might topple over if there were like a tremor or if you were to hit the table. But it being a cheaper figurine, I mean, I don't want to say it's fine, but it is what it is. Very cute though overall. So thank you so much for joining me on this merchandise review from White Album 2, and I'll be back at you in the future with more reviews in the future. So, hope you take care, and until then, see you.